At the guards, number 4, Byron Scott for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 32, Magic Johnson. At the forwards, number 42, James Worthy. Number 45, A.C. Green. And at center, number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, unless Kareem is here in the NBA Championship Series against the New York Knicks, which has to be considered a long shot, that is the last time we will hear his name announced by John Condon.
And now here they are, the New York Knickerbockers. At the guards, number 13, co-captain Mark Jackson. Number 21, Gerald Wilkins. At the forwards, number 34, Charles Oakley. Number 4, Johnny Newman. And at center, number 33, co-captain Patrick Ewing. The Knicks trainer is Mike Saunders. The assistant coach is Steve Jackson, Jim O'Brien, and Ralph Willard. And the Knicks head coach, Rick Pitino. The officials, Dennis Salvatore, Hugh Evans.
A thunderous ovation for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then the Knicks greeted with several standing ovations. Capacity crowd 19,591 here at the Garden as you check out the starting lineups. And John, how do you look at the Laker-Knick matchup?
Well, Marv, there are always keys to any game. In this game, there are no exceptions, certainly. You start off with you have to contain this man. If he's allowed to go anywhere he wants on the court, he hands the ball to whoever or he puts it in the hole himself. The Knicks have to continue their high shooting percentage. They're at 49% now, a high for many years. And of course, it has to be a helping defense. Everyone has to play because Byron Scott and Worthy can kill you, and the bench has to continue to do the great job they have been doing lately.
The Knicks averaging 121 points per game. And right off the tip, Bennett Salvatore calling the foul. Holding foul on Oakley. The officials are Bennett Salvatore, Hank Armstrong, and Hugh Evans.
And only Magic Johnson could be involved in a play that we just saw. The ball went in the basket after on a high bounce by him prior to the infraction. Swish, but it didn't count, of course. Kind of a Magic's here announcement.
It'll be Laker ball. Last season, the Knicks averaged 106 points per game, to give you an idea how far they have come. But they have gone to the racehorse style as of late, and they've made it very difficult for teams to get the ball inbounds, as you just saw. Now here's Kareem getting the double team. Oakley with the save, but he stepped out, and the Lakers maintain possession.
Have to be careful when you double team him. Make sure you block the passing lane as well, because Kareem is maybe the best passing big man ever.
The Knicks also have vivid memories of the 6 consecutive sky hooks that he hit in the Laker victory over the Knicks in the Forum last season. Well, Byron Scott opens up with a 3-point field goal.
Leave him unguarded, and that's what he can do. He's their leading scorer.
Kareem got a hand on it. Scott guarded by Wilkins. Worthy. And A.C. Green played by Charles Oakley. Nice backdoor from Kareem. And the Lakers off to a 5-0 lead.
Guess the Lakers are serious, Marv. Interesting, Kareem's in the middle of all this good action, too, for L.A.
Again, the double on Ewing. Jackson. So Jackson will go to the line. Remember, the Lakers were beaten here by the Knicks before the huge crowd in the preseason. The Knicks sending an early message, so that also on the minds of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Boy, that's using the whole court. A.C. Green going around Oakley. He just stayed on the court the whole time, and Kareem found him. If you play against the Lakers with Jabbar, I mean, you just see how dangerous he is as an outlet, as a passer, outlet man. He can hurt you without putting points on the board so clearly, as the Knicks have tasted early.
Green called on that foul, and Jackson with the first Knick point of the night. The reaction that Kareem got during the introduction also may provide a spark. I wondered if he would be well received, and I even questioned at halftime during the course of the ceremonies, because despite the fact that he's from New York, he has not been a New York favorite in wearing the uniform of Milwaukee and Los Angeles. And who can forget the matchups with Willis Reed over the years, in which Kareem came out second best. For the most part, intimidated by Willis.
He also never gave off a friendliness to the New York fans. There was never any love affair, and you're right, Marv, it was surprising because the applause was unanimous.
Sky hook in dramatic fashion. His first field goal attempt, and the Lakers lead at 7-2. Wilkins from three, and the rebound for Scott. Magic Johnson rejected by Ewing.
Magic with the great mobility goes around Gerald Wilkins, and Ewing there just in time.
Again, the double up on Kareem, who gets it out. And the foul on Ewing.
You see, when Kareem or any big man goes to receive the pass, it really makes it impossible for the defender to steal or bother the receiver. Now, if Patrick Ewing feels Kareem going out for the ball, he'd be better off staying behind him.
Worthy. Lakers got a break because Kareem lost it, but it landed in the hands of James Worthy. Oakley. And rebounded by Worthy. Slow start by the Knicks, who are down 9-2. Magic backing Jackson. Scott wide open from three-point range. Rebound Abdul-Jabbar. Rebound Scott. Lakers 11 and the Knicks 2. Newman blocked. Foul called on Green. And for the Lakers, their second team foul.
What characterizes the Lakers on offense, aside from Magic, is their passing the ball. They don't dribble the ball to get it from one area to another. They move it through the air, which spreads the defense out, and they find holes in the defense. They find unguarded players that way. Because in the NBA, the only way you stop people, or a great many people, is by double teaming. So they really can take advantage of double teaming situations by their passing.
Rick Pitino upset. He felt that the foul should have been called in the act. Wanted Newman on the line for two, but they said before the shot attempt. The double up on Ewing. Gets it out to Newman from three-point range, eluding Worthy. And rebounded by Scott. Worthy down court. That's a leg block. And the Lakers get the new 24.
Charged the last Laker foul to James Worthy.
They have now made a change on that last Laker foul. Worthy rather than Green. Worthy open. Ewing sweeping at it. And it will be Knick ball. 3 minutes gone by, and the Knicks, who have been pouring in the points in recent games, have only 2. And that from the foul line. The crowd now urging the Knicks on. They're down 11-2. Here is Newman. Yes. 11-4. The Knicks with their first field goal. Worthy with a pretty pass, and another foul called on Ewing.
Magic Johnson makes his teammates run, even the big people. As he raced the ball up court, he had AC Green in front of him.
New York has 3 team fouls. 3.
Second on Ewing, AC Green in his 4th season out of Oregon State.
He doesn't shoot that much, Marv, but he's making 60% of his shots, and this team is shooting 51%. More importantly, they're holding their opposition throughout the early part of the season to 44% shooting. Very low.
Jackson does it right. Abdul-Jabbar, he went right at him. Lakers always on the transition and doing it on the boards, which has not been their strong point. Worthy providing a 13-6 lead.
Particularly on the offensive boards, they have been very weak there this year.
It will be Laker ball. 3.5 gone by. Lakers 13, the Knicks 6. Johnson guarded by Jackson. Oakley over to help out, and once again, the gamble does not pay off. AC Green giving the Lakers a 15-6 lead.
I think with the exception of one jump shot, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has been part of every basket they've had.
Jackson way off. Oakley with the save. Nice play. Wilkins was just within midcourt. Here's Ewing. So Ewing with his first field goal.
15-8.
Knicks now down by 7. Good save by Worthy. Newman from 3. Look out. And again, it will be Laker ball. That bounce for Newman again going over the top of the backboard. Here's Kenny Walker for Johnny Newman. Newman leads with a field goal for 2. I think Walker now matched up with Worthy.
I think Kenny Walker will take Worthy over Charles Barkley, his last foe. At least he knows he's not going to get pounded to death.
Magic.
Magic Johnson.
So Magic Johnson with his first bucket. 17-8 the score. Lakers on top. 5 minutes gone by.
Picture perfect ball movement by LA.
Walker. Yes. 17-10. Lakers on top.
17-10.
Worthy from deep. Lakers 19 and the Knicks 10.
Oakley has been sloppy on the last 2 pass-ins. Too cash. Means casual.
Thank you, John. I appreciate the way you clear things up. Wilkins for Ewing in deep and foul.
Timeout New York.
Ewing will go to the line. A timeout taken. 6:07 left, first quarter, and the Knicks down by 9.
His first personal foul and will tip off.
Quarter's half old, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has played a key role. And how about this? The famed skyhook swish. And he has also played a key role, actually a more important role with this motion, the passing of the basketball. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar throughout his career has averaged 4 assists a game, which is a very big number for a center.
And tonight, the start of the Kareem Farewell Tour. He will be honored in each of the NBA cities in this, his final season in his 20th year. And the ceremonies will take place at halftime. You will see them right here on the Madison Square Garden Network. Lakers off to the fast start. They lead the Knicks 19-10. Patrick Ewing will go to the line. He was fouled just a moment ago by Kareem.
One of the imposing statistics about Abdul-Jabbar is coming into this season, there were only 3 active NBA players with half as many points. as he has scored throughout his career. Moses Malone, Alex English, and Adrian Dantley. Half as many.
Patrick Ewing, like all the Knicks, with a marked improvement in the free throw shooting area. So Ewing hits both, and the Lakers now lead 19-12. The Knicks go to the press, and it pays off immediately. Here's Wilkins. Yes, 19-14. Lakers by 5.
Boy, the Knicks want chaos. They got it. They caused it by LA there.
Fans wanted to travel. Kareem. He did it over Barkley, who picked him up on a switch. Over Oakley, I should say, who picked him up on a switch. 21-14, Lakers by 7.
Charles does leave impressions, doesn't he?
Ewing getting in. And the foul on Abdul-Jabbar. It is called a block.
See, that's the thing that can make Ewing or any big man a terrible thing to deal with. When you drive in, when you go toward the basket, you get the basket or the foul. Here he draws the foul. And he did it in a good motion. He didn't crash into Abdul-Jabbar.
Ewing averaging 21.5 per game. Free throw shooting now up to 81%. Johnny Newman leads the Knicks, averaging 22.7 coming into tonight. Ewing on the follow. Lakers by 6, 21-15. Johnson accelerating. Scott, quick release. Rebound snatched by Ewing, taking control.
Passed up Wilkins wisely, too. It wasn't totally open.
Here's a three-point attempt with plenty of time. Rebound Ewing. And Ewing couldn't handle it.
Razzle dazzle.
Just under 5 remaining, first quarter.
Funny how you can fake out your teammates sometime.
Kareem off the mark. And it will be Los Angeles ball. Worthy calling out the play. AC Green. Lakers off now. Jackson has a 4-on-2 for Walker. Oh! Here's Oakley. Yes. 21-17. The Knicks down by 4.
It was thrilling to see Walker up that high.
And the Garden is rocking. We are only first quarter with 4 minutes to go. Illegal defense called on the Knicks. Their first violation. So the Lakers will inbound with a new 24 seconds.
Boy, if you like basketball, I don't know where else you'd want to be tonight.
AC Green on the penetration. He went right through. Ewing did not want to pick up number 3.
Exactly. So sensitive to that situation.
Michael Thompson getting set to come on for the first Laker substitution. Oakley. Yes. Charles Oakley converting from outside. 23-19. Lakers by 4. Ewing breaks it up. Look out. Walker threw it away. Scott hit on the reach in. And it's Salvatore with the call. It's on Walker. Here's Michael Thompson, who has been seeing most of the action at center. And he has replaced Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who hit 2 of 4 with 1 rebound, has 4 points.
Talk about precision. I know Pat Riley is known for his preparation and considering every detail carefully. Thompson and Kareem are playing precisely 24.3 minutes a game. Exactly. That's amazing.
3.5 remaining first quarter. Worthy. Lakers shooting off. Ewing with his 5th rebound, but another turnover. And the Knicks wanted a backcourt violation. Rick Pitino pointing it out to Hugh Evans. Johnson. Oh! Magic Johnson with a gorgeous hesitation move. Lakers by 6, 25-19.
Well, the 6'9" Magic got small. That's what the situation called for as he got to the hoop.
Walker. Rebound Wilkins, and he's fouled. Puts the Lakers over the limit. The Knicks have 4 team fouls. Pat Riley not happy with that last call. It's called for a timeout. We'll be back after these words.
Orlando Woolridge, number 0, is in for the Lakers. And for New York,
on the MSG Network, here's that play that the Knicks felt should have been called a backcourt violation. Now the question is, did he have possession? Even close to a travel.
Yes, he's clearly had possession in the backcourt.
However, the Lakers got the call going their way. Orlando Woolridge has checked in for the first time. Now the Knicks inserting the rookie from Stanford, Greg Butler. So Patrick Ewing sits down. The Knicks with Oakley, Walker, and Butler up front. Wilkins and Jackson in the backcourt. While the Lakers have Woolridge up front with Green and Thompson, Scott, and Johnson at the guards. The Lakers now by 4, 25-21. Here's the press by the Knicks. Lakers this time with no problem. Scott for Green, and he's fouled. AC Green is the man you want to put on the line. He's up and down at the foul line. He missed his first 2 earlier, his first quarter. Walker called on the foul, his second. Here is Trent Tucker, who has been on a 3-point rampage. He is 19 for 31 from 3-point land, 61% for the season.
He's in class by himself in the NBA right now. The Knicks certainly can use his talents at this particular point, although after that 11-2 start favoring the Lakers, the Knicks are certainly back in this. Greg Butler, rookie, getting very precious time right now early in the game.
Green hits his free throws. 6-point Laker lead. Rod Strickland has replaced Mark Jackson. Strickland coming off a terrific effort against the Sixers Saturday night. So Strickland and Tucker now in the backcourt. Tucker guarded by Scott. Johnny Newman also returning. He's up front with Oakley. And Butler 3 on the shot clock. Tucker, yes, off the bench to connect. 27-23. It is a 4-point lead. And Hugh Evans blowing the whistle and has called a delay of game, which has been a popular call in recent days against the New York Knicks. Charles Oakley usually likes to just kind of bat it aside, particularly against the transition club like the Lakers, to prevent the break. Green open. 29-23. Lakers with the lead. Green is hot. 4 for 5 from the field. He has 10 points.
There was one dribble executed in that whole sequence by the Lakers over half court.
James Worthy sitting down after he picked up his second foul. Strickland in a crowd with a force. Not a good shot. Minute and a half left, first quarter. Strickland guarding Johnson, who spins around him, and that is met by the foul of Butler.
Nobody wants to handle this man one-on-one. Magic Johnson, that is. Strickland doing his best to stay in front of him, but the man is 6'9", and how about that mobility? I mean, he just left Strickland with that mobility. Seems to have banged his leg in that sequence, though.
Sidney Green makes his first appearance, coming on for Charles Oakley. Oakley with 4 points.
Tony Campbell, number 19.
Tony Campbell, a New Jersey product, in his 5th year of the NBA out of Ohio State, replacing AC Green. Green high man with 10.
With Michael Cooper not being ready to play because of a bad back. I expect we'll see Notre Dame's David Rivers tonight. We did not see him in the exhibition game here earlier this season.
Rivers, #1 draft pick of the Lakers, 25th and final choice on the first round. Tucker ramming with Thompson, no call. And Trent questioning it, but the ball deflected out by the Lakers with 6 on the shot clock.
Hard to figure, isn't it? All that contact.
Tucker. Strickland goes flying, coming up on a minute left in the quarter. Nice feed from Magic, and Woolridge does not hit. Rebound Green.
When Johnson penetrates like that, it's so difficult to stop them.
Butler. And a pushing foul on Michael Thompson. So that will put the rookie Greg Butler on the foul line. He is 1 for 2 from the line in his brief NBA career. Lakers and the Knicks now over the foul limit. Greg Butler, 2nd round draft pick by Rick Pitino and his New York Knicks. .52 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 31-24. The Lakers by 7. Tucker now guarding Orlando Woolridge. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Scott. 33-24. Lakers have a 9-point lead. Newman is sprint. It'll be Nick Paul with 17 on the shot clock.
Unlike the game when the Lakers played here in the exhibition season, where they had played the night before, the Lakers have had 3 days to prepare for this one. They look very sharp tonight.
They last played Friday night at home against Portland and came away with a 1-point victory. Knicks having trouble getting it in. Tucker played by Scott. 4 on the 24. Nice pass. Strickland for Newman. 33-26. 7-point Laker lead. Down to 10 seconds remaining. First quarter. And it's all Magic here. Down to 5. Down to 2. Here's Scott. At the buzzer. Byron Scott with 9 points. So after 1, it's the Los Angeles Lakers over the New York Knicks by the score of 35-26. And the Pistons.
Rod Strickland moments ago going up in the air, picking out Johnny Newman, who made it look easy, but that was some tough move. And Magic Johnson with a long assist. Cross court finds one of the game's outstanding jump shooters in Byron Scott, the leading scorer for the Lakers, and he hits it at the buzzer. And Marv, for the first time in quite a while, the Knicks have been held down in the first quarter. In fact, that's their 2nd lowest scoring quarter of this young season against Boston. Opening night, they had 24 points at the end of one, so for the first time in a while, they're quiet.
You know, I get the press looking at this guy. Richard Lewis having a busy day. He'll be appearing with Dave Sims on Sports Night following the Knicks and Lakers on Letterman. He taped Letterman. You know, they tape it, John. It's not live. So he did the show earlier. I wanted to explain that.
How could he be in so many places?
Second quarter underway. Ewing with some gorgeous moves. So the Knicks now trail by 7.
They let him leave early. That's another one on Carson's show. Leave early, have somewhere to go.
Richard has several new relationships he'd like to talk about with you if you have the time. None of them have worked out. Here's Scott with 1 on the shot clock. Air ball, 24-second violation. Setting the lineups. The Knicks now with a front line of Ewing, Green, and Newman, Strickland and Tucker in the backcourt, while the Lakers have Michael Thompson up front, with Orlando Woolridge and Tony Campbell. Magic Johnson, Byron Scott in the backcourt. Strickland on the fake. Rebound, Woolridge. And here's Magic with a pass for Michael Thompson. A gorgeous attempt. And let's see what the call is here. Rick Pitino racing off the bench, and they're calling it a jump ball. One official, Hugh Evans, the outside man, saw it one way, and the other, Hank Armstrong, saw it another, so they will jump it up.
And what a pass by Magic Johnson, who was flying through the Knicks defense.
Ewing and Thompson. Knicks control. Strickland cuts the Laker lead down to 5.
What a smart tip ahead. The Lakers left their backcourt open.
Tucker with a hand check on Johnson. Magic may have gotten away with a travel, although he threw it away.
More than a rest for Rod Strickland. Rick Pitino so confident in the rookie.
Newman. Ewing skying. Green stripped and fouled. Green and Ewing controlling the backboard. Sidney Green will go to the line, and here is the rookie from Notre Dame, David Rivers, out of Jersey City, New Jersey. So Green to the line. He is 62% from the free throw line, 13 for 21 for the season.
This is a situation where the numbers belie what's going on. Sidney Green's shooting is not good at 40% from the field in addition to the foul shooting, and yet his contributions off the bench have been very positive. He has been an asset, a plus, when he's come into the lineup.
But misses the 2 free throws. Newman on the recovery. Tucker did not like that shot. You can see him shake his head, although he was 3-point range. Magic Johnson now sitting down. Mark Jackson will return in a moment. Ewing taking it at Michael Thompson. Lakers by 5. Here comes David Rivers. He and Rod Strickland matched up on a number of occasions when DePaul played Notre Dame in their college days. Rivers has that high dribble. Strickland with the steal. Strickland takes all the way, and he's fouled by Woolridge. That is 11 steals the last 6 games for Rod Strickland.
Boy, when you pull it out of the air like this, you know there's some special talent there. Now Strickland pushes it up court and operates. Yeah, we'll get another look at that. Boy, what a play. Way up in the air. And he's going against big people in front of him now, and he comes out of it without being rejected.
Strickland a 71% foul shooter. 35-32. The Laker lead is cut to 3. And again, the pressure. Here's Woolridge giving it up. And Thompson hit on the reach-in. Now Strickland will sit down. Mark Jackson returns. Tucker on the foul for Trent, his first. And Michael Thompson to the free throw line. 73% foul shooter. Throwing a brick.
What impressed me on that play by the Lakers was the speed of Orlando Woolridge. He was the outlet man after the initial pass, and he raced that ball up court and delivered it to Thompson. Very impressive participation and contribution by Orlando Woolridge.
And that's the first point the second quarter for the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers by 4. Jackson looking to post Rivers, getting help from Campbell. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson over Rivers and rebounded by Thompson. Now Rivers running the club with Magic Johnson sitting down.
Boy, Worthy giving Newman a workout.
So Worthy with his 4th field goal. He has 8 points. Lakers by 6, 38-32.
Worthy does not waste time.
Ewing. Yes. Patrick Ewing with 9, and the Laker lead is 4. Newman and Worthy continue to go at each other. Woolridge, net on a switch by Ewing. Woolridge getting in. Rebound, Tucker. Jackson. Offensive interference call. Jackson had a notion to go to Ewing, who was a step ahead of the field, but then felt it was too close and did not throw the lead pass. A wise decision.
Also, you don't want the big man handling the ball out too far away from the basket. Low percentage situation.
And with the switch, Tucker playing Worthy. Foul call on Tucker for Trent, his second. Gerald Wilkins returns, replacing Trent Tucker, who had a field goal for 2. Marv Albert, John Andres, Madison Square Garden, packed house once again. It is farewell to Kareem night as David Rivers connects on his first field goal attempt. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar playing his final game in New York.
Played 8+ minutes in the first quarter and did all that could be done, considering his greatness.
Foul called on Rivers. Having a difficult time covering Jackson, trying to set up down low.
Knicks going into their low post man, Mark Jackson. Got the shorter Rivers on him. You can see how physically Jackson can play.
David Rivers listed at 6 foot, 180 pounds. He is actually under 6 feet, maybe about 5'11". 5'11 and a half, please. That half inch is big. Jackson with the reverse dribble and lost it.
Campbell helped out.
Rivers for Worthy. And rebounded by Green. The Knicks down by 6. Lakers have led by as many as 9, and they have led all the way. Nice pass from Ewing. And Jackson brings the Knicks within 4.
What an assortment of deliveries Jackson has to the basket.
Kareem getting set to check back in. Here comes A.C. Green, who had the hot hand earlier. Tony Campbell, rebounded by Campbell. Worthy, double team, gets it to Rivers. Woolridge. And again it's Campbell. Rejected by Ewing. Here comes Jackson with Rivers back. Jackson on the spin. Rebound Newman. And the Knicks down by 2, 40-38. The crowd urging the Knicks defense on. The steal by Newman for Jackson. Look out, Wilkins.
No basket.
The basket will not count. A traveling violation call and a timeout call with 5:56 remaining. First half, the Lakers by 2.
Aces Green, number 25.
For Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Greg Gumbel and Walt Clyde Frazier looking at the highlights. Here is Worthy putting the move on Walker. And it's the volleyball effect and then the reject. Hugh Evans with the call.
Followed by Jimmy Walker.
Walker called for his third. Oakley reporting back. So the Knicks now have Oakley, Ewing, and Newman up front. Wilkins and Jackson in the backcourt. A.C. Green 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 5.5 left, first half, and the Lakers by 2.
Marv, this is how I see it right now. I don't think the Lakers can play any better than this. They're clicking, they're running well, they're playing solid defense. The Knicks are not in their dominating mode as they have been in the last, well, certainly after the last game or during the last game, and they're right with them. 3 points.
Wilkins played by Scott. Oakley posting. 9 on the 24. Oakley going to the hook shot.
Where'd that come from? Jump hooker.
So the Knicks down by 1.
Haven't seen that one by Oakley.
Oakley hitting a couple from outside and then a sweeping hook. Worthy lost the dribble. Wilkins. Rebound, Johnson. And here comes Magic.
Somebody get in front of him.
Magic Johnson looking left, looking right, looking left, and going straight ahead.
And the Knicks defender's looking too.
So the Lakers by 3. That's a travel.
Patrick had made up his mind, and 3 people came in on him, and he still had made up his mind to move. Magic Johnson moments ago, no one able to get in front of him, just sailed right through. The guy is 6'9", and he gets big as he gets closer.
4:20 to halftime. Nice pass. Worthy puts it away from Magic. 45-40. Lakers with a 5-point lead.
When a defender has his back to the passer, he's in trouble.
Newman going glass. Rebound Oakley. Tough rebound. Rebound Oakley. And rebounded by Green. Look out. Foul called on Newman. Oakley felt he was fouled.
Fouled by Johnny Newman. That's his first personal foul.
The Knicks with their 4th team foul. The LA Lakers come in with a record of 6-2, leading the Pacific Division. The Knicks on top, and the Atlantic 6 up, 3 down. They have won 6 of their last 7. Worthy able to take advantage. As Newman went down, he felt he was pushed. So the Lakers extend to a 7-point lead. Newman wanted the 3-pointer, shoots from 2-point range. Way off. Here's Oakley controlling the boards. Getting it out to Jackson. Jackson getting in, but that's a travel.
Notice, too, the Knicks are not getting their 3-point shots up as effectively as they have in prior games. They've been shooting 12 a game.
Well, that's because of the respect by the Lakers coming out to play the 3-point shot. So the Knicks are 0 for 4 in that department. And Worthy gives the Lakers a 9-point lead. The Knicks call a 20-second timeout. 3:08 remaining in the second quarter. It's the Lakers 49 and the Knicks 40. NHL, the Washington Caps leading the New York Islanders 1-0 at the end of 1. Rangers play at Pittsburgh tomorrow night. LA Kings in front of the Philadelphia Flyers 2-0 in the second.
Magic Johnson once again in the middle of good things happening for the Lakers. He's delivering that ball as seems to do all the time. Seems every time they score, it's either he's shooting it in the hole or delivering it to someone who is.
He has been the spark in this Laker drive, getting back to their biggest lead of the night, a 9-point margin. Wilkins for Ewing. Worthy bothered Ewing. Ewing was expecting the foul, and Magic goes all the way. 51-40.
What a run they are on now.
They've scored 10 unanswered, and here they come. Worthy. Down to 2:20 left in this first half. Jackson hit on the reach in, and the Lakers call for time. AC Green called on the foul, his second. We'll be right back.
Final reminder, ladies and gentlemen.
Madison Square Garden. A reminder, tomorrow starting at 7:30, Ranger hockey on the MSG Network. Rangers in Pittsburgh to go up against Mario Lemieux and the Penguins. You'll recall the last time the Rangers played the Penguins here at the Garden, Lemieux was hit by Ranger defenseman David Shaw, leading to the long suspension. And they will meet again tomorrow night. We'll see it right here on the MSG Network. Lakers now with an 11-point lead, coming up on 2 minutes left, first half. And the sloppy Knick play continues. Wilkins turned it over.
They always come back to Magic. Let him make the decisions on offense. The Lakers have been gang rebounding so well into the Knicks boards, but they always get it to Magic.
Ewing playing with 3 fouls. Here's Worthy. And the tip by Abdul-Jabbar. Ewing felt he was pushed. Thought there should have been a foul. Magic Johnson, who has been the catalyst, has 10 points and 7 assists. Minute and a half remaining first half. Lakers with 12 unanswered points to take this big lead.
That's 24 points for Magic. Seems like he has more than that, or that he's accounted for.
Wilkins, yes. 53-42. Lakers by 11. 1:15 remaining first half. Now Johnson posting. Tucker with Green back. Trent trying to slow down and draw the foul. It's a 9-point Laker lead.
Boy, Tucker analyzed that passing lane well.
The sky hook. 55-44 by 11. Kareem has 8 points.
Boy, he's in a dream sequence.
Trent Tucker claiming it was deflected out. He felt that Worthy got a piece of it, but it will be Laker ball. And now Worthy will sit down. Tony Campbell is back. Campbell played well when he was in earlier this second quarter. Magic checking with Pat Riley at the Laker bench. Coming up on a half-minute remaining first half. Kareem. Knicks down by 11. And we're down to 20 seconds, 16 on the shot clock. Time left. First half. Pitino with the instructions. Now the play starts. 5 on the shot clock. Jackson met by Kareem and has to force. Good play by Kareem, jumping out. 2 seconds. 1.
That's the end of the first half.
So at halftime, the Los Angeles Lakers, with that 12-0 spurt, have an 11-point lead on the New York Knicks. The Lakers 55, the Knicks 44. Coming up, the halftime ceremonies honoring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We'll have a sports desk with Andrea Joyce and Greg and Clyde.
Shooting by their opponents, which is low. First half, as we just saw, the Knicks at 38%, very low. So the Lakers are playing defense, and they're certainly playing offense. They're into their game. The Knicks have to have a big turnaround now to change this thing.
Third quarter underway. The Knicks do not have a player in double figures. The high man, Worthy, with 14. Here's Oakley, and the rebound snatched by Kareem. Worthy now with 16.
They used the entire court. The ball swung left to right to left. Everybody fills a lane. They know each other and read each other so well.
High man for the Knicks, Patrick Ewing, with 9 points, also 7 rebounds. Here is Wilkins, and rebounded by Worthy. Jackson with the steal, and Ewing on a reverse. So Patrick Ewing has 11. And here come the Lakers on a 2-on-1. It's Byron Scott who's shoved by Charles Oakley, who then says, "I'm sorry," and helps him up.
He just had to do that.
Right in the mouth.
Magic Johnson, the bounce pass. They're easy to catch that way and tougher for the defense to deal with, and you clearly saw what Oakley did.
AC Green has 11. Magic Johnson 10 points, 7 assists. Lakers 57 and the Knicks 46. Scott making his first appearance at the foul line.
What one appreciates by watching the Lakers operate is how they don't work in clusters. You don't see Lakers when they're in motion, particularly near each other. They're spread way around, so the defense has to be with them. And it opens up so many opportunities to do things that way. One man on defense can't handle two Lakers because they're spread out so much.
Jackson had an ocean from three. Wilkins getting in. 58-48. The Lakers by 10. The Knicks to the press. Kareem helping out. Jackson with the steal. Seeing a lot of that. The Knicks from three-point range look as if they're going to unleash and change their mind as the Lakers move up and play the defense. It will be Nick Ball.
Active hands, that's a sign of a good defensive team. As Ewing thought he had a target picked out.
There's been only one three-point field goal, that on the very first shot of the game by Byron Scott. Oakley from long range. 58-50. Lakers by 8. And Green wide open. Green able to follow it up. Rejected. Wilkins fouled on the play. Scott thought he had the clean strip. Gerald Wilkins will go to the line.
Fouled by Byron
Just
Scott.
on that play, like Green might have fouled Oakley. Ewing very alive, however, defensively. And Gerald Wilkins pushed it up court and ended up on the foul line. Now, Mark Jackson and Gerald Wilkins have challenged Kareem successfully tonight. That's the one area where the Lakers are suspect. They do not block shots that much. And Kareem, the leader career-wise in that department, is really not a shot-blocking threat. Incidentally, he's followed by Tree Rollins and George Johnson. The first 4 years of Kareem's career, however, shot blocks were not recorded.
Lakers with a 6-point lead now, 58-52. And here a pressure again. Ewing went for the steal. Scott. Lakers 60. And the Knicks 52. 76ers walloping the Bullets 113-95 in the fourth quarter. Sixers with a 5-4 record. Cleveland over Boston 93-83. So the Celtics could drop to 4-6. Again, the change of mind on the three-pointer, and it cost. AC Green, basket counts, and a hacking foul on Wilkins.
See, the two forwards were in the middle of that sequence as Mark Jackson lost control of the pass. He was doing a one-hand number, and it just fell out of his grasp. And the forwards, AC Green and Worthy, are right on the case. So if you're going to play for the Lakers and be in the forward position, boy, you better be able to run.
Other scores: Detroit 95, Charlotte 83. Knicks play the Pistons tomorrow night. Scott plucking it away from Oakland. And Indiana gunning for its first win. They're 0-9. They lead Milwaukee in the fourth quarter, 92-76. AC Green, Knicks wanted the offensive interference, but the basket counts. Green has had an outstanding night. He has 15 points.
Awesome physical move by AC Green.
Knicks down by 12. Newman from three. Yes. For the Knicks, their first three-point field goal. They had missed their first 5 attempts. Here is Scott. No one has come up with a chant for a three-point field goal. Something to work on. Jackson from three. Rebound, Newman. Worthy.
Oh, boy. And he hung around half court and waited for that opportunity. The Knicks unable to capitalize because he was not part of the defense, Worthy.
Lakers by 11, 66-55. 4 minutes gone by in the third. Jackson on a penetration move. Worthy from Magic. And here come the Knicks on a fast break, but Johnson gets back. Ewing! And it is racehorse basketball.
And Patrick Ewing for New York.
Knicks down by 11. Now Oakley playing Abdul-Jabbar. One on the shot clock. Green getting to it again. Newman from three. Yes. 68-60. Johnny Newman with another three-pointer. He has 12 points for the game. So the Knicks using the three-point weapon to chip away.
2 shots, 6 points. Not bad, but the defensive end is where the Knicks are struggling as the Lakers pick them apart.
Magic Johnson now with 12. Three-point attempt. Yes! Gerald Wilkins. The Knicks now have hit 3 of their last 4 from downtown. It's a 7-point Laker lead. Three-point attempt by Johnson.
He couldn't pass that up.
Jackson. Yes. The Knicks on a run have cut it to 5, 70-65. A 10-2 spurt and a timeout called by Pat Riley.
Have been creating the heat most of this game, but the Knicks are on a roll themselves right now. Jackson to Ewing on his stuff. Oakley with the outlet pass, and he had several of them Saturday night. Jackson all the way makes Worthy back up all the way under the hoop, and he hits 2. So the Knicks are within 5 now, and you know they're feeling good about themselves now that they've reestablished that three-point shot.
Shot clock for the Lakers. Worthy 72-65. Lakers by 7. He's at 11 of 19 for 22 points.
Magic seated court.
Johnny Newman. Yes. So Newman is 6 for 13, but on fire here. The third, Lakers by 5. Lakers have led by as many as 13.
See, the defender is so anxious to block Newman and bother him with the three-point shot, and that Newman had patience and went around him for the 2.
Byron Scott getting some room. Look out. Jackson did well to recover. Wilkins. Yes. 72-69. It is down to a 3-point Laker lead.
And after all that motion, here comes the pressure by the Knicks.
Harold Wilkins 3 for 4 this quarter. Worthy. Rebound Kareem. Jackson on a steal. Looking for help. Look out. Oakley fires to Wilkins. Here's Newman. And he draws the foul.
Boy, the Knicks are letting it hang out now on the court. I mean, they are at 100%. And they're all doing it.
Final score, 76ers beat the Bullets 130-103. So Philadelphia now 6-4, half game behind the Knicks. And Washington drops to 2 and 6. And the Knicks are within 2. Johnny Newman, Gerald Wilkins catching fire. Here in the third, it's a 1-point lead. Knicks on a 16-4 spurt. 4.5 left in the third. Scott from 3 range. Rebound, Ewing. It's a 4-on-1, and Mark Jackson tried to get too tricky, and he lost it. Worthy, foul on Ewing, and that a bad play at both ends.
He accepted the challenge. He wanted the offense to come at him. He just felt so confident. You could see that. The Worthy special. Jackson holding the ball. It's high, too. So if it's high, the long arms of Johnson can reach in rather easily. Byron Scott wisely makes Ewing select someone, and who better than James Worthy going to the basket.
Well, from time to time, the high-stepping dribble can cost, and the Lakers looking for it, and it led to this potential three-point play as Ewing picked up his third. Now Kenny Walker back, replacing Charles Oakley. 8.7 rebounds for Oakley. Byron Scott being checked over by the Laker trainer. Michael Thompson is now in. He's up front, along with James Worthy and A.C. Green, Tony Campbell, Magic Johnson in the backcourt.
Just as the Knicks were cold in that first half, the Lakers in the last several minutes have gone cold from the field.
Lakers by 4, 75-71. Trent Tucker returning for the Knicks. So Jackson and Tucker in the backcourt. Three-point attempt by Jackson. He's been off. He's 3 for 13 overall. Thompson did not expect it. Campbell. Loose ball foul call. And it's called on the Lakers. And Magic Johnson giving a piece of his mind to Michael Thompson, upset with him for not handling that pass. Campbell called on the foul. Make it A.C. Green called for the foul, and that's 4 on Green. 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. Newman with the step and the bucket. He's been unstoppable here in the third. He has 16 points in all. And Worthy also has been unstoppable.
Just going to say, Newman did a James Worthy to Worthy, and no sooner is it out of your mouth than Worthy has to himself.
27 points for Worthy. Ewing, look out. No foul call. And the Knicks trail by only 2.
What a war this is.
Newman on the foul. That's only his second. James Worthy has scored 13 of his 27 here in the third quarter. And now Johnny Newman will sit down. Charles Oakley is back. Newman with 18. He's 7 for 14 from the floor. So Newman with 12 of his 18 here in the third. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Worthy posting Tucker, gets some help. Here's Campbell, three-point attempt. Rebound, Woolridge, who just checked in, lost it to Tucker. It's a 3-on-2. Tucker all the way. And Ewing puts it home. Well, not count. The outside official, Bennett Salvatore, with the call. Knicks not arguing.
Some play by Trent Tucker, stealing that ball from Woolridge. And then in his supreme condition goes the full length of the court. Before the ball clears the basket, Ewing arrives.
Timeout called. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the top women's
Friday at 7:30, Saturday at 7:05. MSG Network will present coverage of the Joe Lapchick Memorial College Basketball Tournament. Northeastern LIU Brigham Young trying to topple St. John's 28-game tournament winning streak this weekend on the MSG Network. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Marv Albert, John Andres, Greg Gumbel, Walt Clyde Frazier from the Garden. And the Lakers lead the Knicks 77-75. Did Melba Moore finish her rendition of the national anthem? Is it over yet, John?
She did it like no one I've ever heard.
And that's a backcourt violation. It'll be New York Knicks ball. They're down by 2. Lakers have led from the opening tip, right from the opening jump shot from three-point range by Byron Scott. Walker played by Worthy. Ewing drawing the double team. 5 on the shot clock. Out of 3, Tucker. Rebound Walker. Yes! And it counts.
Well, Kenny Walker's had a lot of good hoops this year. I think this is his biggest hoop, though, of the season. A blood and guts rebound. He had to beat off Patrick Ewing, his own man, and in traffic make it. Wow, what a rebound.
Magic Johnson on the foul. First time the game has been tied. Even at 77. And the Knicks lead for the first time tonight. They've outscored the Lakers 34-22 this third quarter.
What a comeback, because the Lakers have been terrific.
Lakers having difficulty inbounding. Woolridge for Thompson. Rejected by Ewing. That's 4 for Ewing. Jackson. Yes. The Knicks by 3. 80-77. Jackson in a one-on-one facing Magic Johnson, and it's an offensive foul.
Not easy to get Magic to commit an offensive foul, but he couldn't resist banging into the shorter Jackson, who held his ground, and you'll see it. Jackson held his ground. That's enough, Magic. That's what Jackson's attitude gave off.
Knicks with a 25-9 spurt to lead by 3. Ewing, who wants the ball, played by Thompson. Jackson from 3. Rebound Walker. Tucker from 3. And last touch by the Lakers.
Kenny Walker's creating problems for LA, and Pat Riley knows it.
Here's Greg Butler checking in. Rick Pitino does not want Ewing to pick up a 4th, and also wants to provide a breather. So a strategic substitution with the Knicks up by 3. Mark Jackson checking with Rick Pitino. We come down to a minute left. Third quarter, Knicks now play the clock, 10 on the 24. And here's Jackson accelerating. Butler on the rebound, and hits!
What a plus.
Here's the trap. The Knicks by 5. 45 seconds left in the third. Magic Johnson with a gorgeous move.
He's Magic.
14 for Johnson. 82-79. The Knicks by 3. Butler, played by Thompson, gives it up. Jackson, stopped by Worthy. And here comes Campbell. Tucker breaks it up. Good play by Trent Tucker, although he felt it was all ball.
I believe him. He's such a straight guy, but the official was behind the play there, and he went for that vigorous swipe that Tucker made.
Trent is one of those guys with credibility.
Yeah, right.
But then again, you buy anything, John.
Most things. You can always sell a salesman more. Remember that.
Knicks by 2. 82-80, 19 seconds left. Third quarter. Here's Johnny Newman for Kenny Walker. The crowd appreciating the board work. And the hustle of Kenny Walker also hit that three-point play to give the Knicks the lead for the first time. Word on Byron Scott, who you saw a moment ago on the sideline. He suffered a slight sprained ankle. The Lakers do expect him back. Michael Cooper is sitting it out with a back problem. He is not here. But let's see if Scott is able to make it back into the game. That will be a major loss for the Lakers. 3 remaining as Jackson is stopped, and there's the buzzer. Jackson felt he was fouled.
That's the end of the third quarter. No basket. The end of the third quarter.
So the stage is set for what should be a terrific finish. Knicks by 1. And Detroit over Charlotte. So the Pistons 9-1, leading the Central Division. Final Indiana with win number 1. They're 1-9. And the Denver Nuggets leading the injury-hit New Jersey Nets in the first quarter. 1-for-1 deal in the NBA today. Jerome Whitehead sent by Golden State to San Antonio for one-time St. John's standout Shelton Jones. Shelton rejoining Chris Mullin with the Golden State Warriors.
Be valuable to a Golden State team that has surprised people with their fine start, led by Chris Mullin, I might add.
Yes, the Warriors at 5-4, game and a half behind the Lakers, who are 6 up, 2 down. Fourth quarter underway. Knicks by 1, 82-81. Here's Woolridge. Rebounded by Newman. Jackson again got bottled up. Campbell finishing it off. Well, the Lakers taking away the dribble on several occasions on Mark Jackson, who attempts to go behind the back. At times looks to get a little bit too much showtime, and they've been double teaming at center court, and it's paid off.
He's not 6'9" like Magic, so he's easy to contain for 2 people.
And it will be Laker ball. Jackson has not shot well.
How important is Magic to this team, huh? I mean, he is everything. In fact, when he was out last year for 19 games, or for most of 19, there were 9 and 10.
2 on the 24. Ewing doing a tremendous job off the boards. 13 rebounds for Patrick Ewing. Down to 10 on the 24. The steal by Magic. Campbell. And the foul. Let's see. No, the basket counts. It is a goaltend.
A couple of imperfections, and the Lakers turn it right into money for them. I mean, they put points on the board. You want to hand them the ball? Fine. They'll take it and put it in the hole.
Minute and a half gone by in the fourth quarter. And the Knicks trail the Lakers by 3, 85-82.
Oakley wants the ball. He's killing people inside.
And again, the Knicks, well, they nearly turned it over. Jackson on the recovery. Now they do turn it over. And here's Worthy. So the sloppy play continues.
There's too much dribbling by the Knicks at their end. Makes it easy for the defense to gang up on the Knicks.
Timeout called by Rick Pitino, who is not happy. 10 consecutive points by the Lakers. They lead the Knicks 87-82.
Back in for the Lakers. And 40.
Somewhere.
Capacity crowd here at Madison Square Garden, 19,591. Knicks third sellout, 4 home games. Rod Strickland has replaced Mark Jackson, who was 4 for 19 from the field. He was 2 for 10 in the third quarter. Lakers on a 10-0 run, lead by 5. Newman from deep. Rebound hustled by Oakley.
Newman was played on that.
Ewing. Rebound Worthy. David Rivers, who just checked in. Picked up by Newman on a switch.
Strickland gambled on that, but it wasn't a problem because he had someone behind him to protect.
Rivers with that high dribble. 2 on the shot clock. Worthy. And it will be Nick Ball. The Knicks have a front line of Ewing, Oakley, Newman in the backcourt, Strickland, and Wilkins.
Knicks must share the ball with each other and let Oakley play with him a little bit too. He's banging hard on Thompson.
Kareem called on the foul. His third.
That's his third
For the Lakers, their first team foul.
Lakers got one team foul.
And now Byron Scott gingerly trotting over to the scorer's table, so he'll give it a go. He suffered a slight sprained ankle in the third quarter. Wilkins on a spin. Rebound Oakley, and he's fouled by Thompson. Oakley to the free throw line.
That was a breathtaking move by Gerald Wilkins. So much so that what looked like an easy shot turned into a tough shot, but Oakley, the fierce Charles Oakley right there to scoop it up.
Scott is back, replacing Campbell. Oakley with his first appearance at the line. So the Lakers now lead 87-83. Oakley has improved his free throw shooting. 78% for the season. And he's cut it down to a three-point Laker lead. Thompson couldn't find anybody. Called the 22nd timeout.
Lakers have plenty. Good call by him.
Reminder, John, this program, as always, is authorized by Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event, including the imposition of a charge for viewing the program without the expressed written consent of Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated, is prohibited. 9 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. The Lakers 87, the Knicks 84. Lakers have led by as many as 13. The Knicks had a 5-point lead briefly in the latter portion of the third. Michael Thompson still having his difficulty, did get it inbounds. David Rivers now the point guard. Magic Johnson getting a rest. There's Kareem looking to set it up. Rebound number 10 for Oakley. Knicks trail by 3.
Ewing wants it.
And gets it. Oakley.
Oh, those are the toughest baskets. Not even close.
87-86. The Knicks now down by 1.
Fouled by Johnny Newman. That's his third.
So for Newman is number 3. Ewing has 3. Walker and Tucker each with 3. For the Lakers, Abdul-Jabbar with 3 and AC Green with 4. Not too many whistles tonight. Only 33 fouls in the game. 16 against the Knicks, 17 against the Lakers. Nice pass from Kareem. Michael Thompson providing a 3-point Laker lead, 89-86. Thompson's first field goal. Magic getting set to return. Oakley. Rebound Ewing. 89-88. The Knicks down by 1.
Amazing Ewing got away with that, committing a foul on Jabbar.
Beautiful pass from Rivers, but the layup blown and a foul call.
How do you reach over a man Jabbar's size? Reach over him, get the rebound. We'll take another look at it now. Ewing got it over Jabbar, then converts the shot. No foul.
Foul called on Strickland at the other end. Mark Jackson is back, replacing Rod Strickland. Magic Johnson is back. Newman breaks it up. 2 team fouls apiece with 7:37 remaining, fourth quarter.
Magic's knee guards are really clashing with his uniform.
You know, you're right. That's the Forum purple uniform.
Blue and purple.
Well, Kareem beating Patrick Ewing. And then through the foul, so that's 4 on Ewing.
And New York has 13 fouls. Abdul-Jabbar shooting 2.
Patrick Ewing looking to help out, put himself in a position where his opponent Kareem was wide open for that pass.
Point number 9 for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 4 for 10 from the field. Has 6 rebounds. Lakers 91 and the Knicks 88. The Knicks are back to Jackson and Wilkins at the guards. Newman, Oakley, and Ewing up front. Mark Jackson, fresh from a rest, has not had a good shooting game, but we have seen him turn things around in the fourth quarter. 5 on the 24. Wilkins stopped by Scott. And it will be Laker ball.
Key turnovers. Knicks are lucky they're not deeper in the hole.
And that's a traveling violation.
Yes, on the inbound, Magic did not observe the rule of staying stationary on the passing.
You can move after a basket is scored, but not in that situation.
Magic just learned something.
Yes. Knicks down by 3. Wilkins. Yes. That's a 2-point field goal. Lakers by 1, 91-90. 17 for Gerald Wilkins, who has come on in the second half. Kareem entangling with Patrick Ewing. Ewing does not want to pick up number 5. Thompson getting it to Abdul-Jabbar. The reject by Ewing. Magic with a 3-point attempt. Byron Scott able to rescue it. The double team on Magic. The double team on Scott. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Magic. And let's see how they call it. Laker ball. So the Lakers have another opportunity. AC Green returning.
Charles Oakley trying to muscle Jabbar out of that low position that he wants. Very physical play by Oakley. Kareem not even leaving the ground on that play, but the ball going out of bounds off the Knicks.
David Rivers sits down as James Worthy makes his return. 6 minutes left in the game. Lakers in possession. They lead by 1. Ewing jumping out. So it's Oakley on Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Scott. Good defensive work by the Knicks. Newman from 3. And Kareem down court.
Long shots give long rebounds when they miss.
Timeout called by the Knicks. 5:44 left. Fourth quarter. The Lakers 93. The Knicks 90.
The Lakers have 4 times out remaining. 4 for the Lakers.
He has 12 points, 6 rebounds. Patrick Ewing has been outstanding. 17 points along with 13 rebounds and 5 blocks.
It's been 6 straight games for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in single-digit scoring. So tonight he's breaking out a bit.
The Knicks with 2 timeouts and a 20 remaining. Lakers have 4 left. 5.5 remaining of the game. And the Knicks trail by 3. It will be Nick Ball with 6 on the 24.
The challenge for the Knicks now to take good shots once again.
Jackson gets it off with 1 on the shot clock. The Knicks trail 93-92.
Full court pressure again.
Magic off the spin. What a move. And the Knicks try to break, but Worthy right there.
Yes, Mark Jackson had no one behind him to help.
Lakers by 3, 95-92. 4:50 left in the game. Now Newman with help from Ewing trying to guard Magic Johnson. Here's Kareem.
Boy, is Oakley unhappy. Imagine how Magic Johnson feels under the basket now. Looked like he might have got a hand in the face.
New York has 14 fouls. Trent Tucker, number 6, in for New York.
Patrick Ewing got him, it appears. Foul committed by Oakley, his third. Lakers calling
Timeout for the Lakers.
a timeout. Magic taking it on the bridge of his nose and obviously shaken up. We'll take a break with 4:42 left. Fourth quarter, and the Lakers up by 3. Madison Square Garden, Magic Johnson shaken up a moment ago, all right, and hits on both foul shots to give the Lakers a 97-92 lead. Tucker and Jackson now in the backcourt. Oakley setting the pick. And Bennett Salvatore with the indication of a kneeing foul on AC Green. That is 5 on Green. Lakers have 3 team fouls. Knicks have 4. Jackson. Yes.
Set up nice by a Ewing pick.
Lakers 97, the Knicks 94. 14 points for Jackson with only 6 for 21. And away from the ball, the whistle. Is that a technical foul being called by Hugh Evans? Let's see. No, illegal defense.
Johnny Newman.
And now that is a technical foul because it is the second violation.
Newman way down in the lane. His man was out high.
So Magic Johnson hits the tee. 19 points for Magic, along with 10 rebounds and 13 assists.
Looks like a triple-double.
Yes, it does, John.
Oh, you are quick. Haven't heard many of those this year, Marv.
Lakers by 4. Kareem out, set the pick, and Magic not able to hit. Oakley had it slapped away by Worthy, who did not agree, but it will be Nick Ball. And the Knicks have hit a lull after a couple of good bursts.
Yes, the turnovers really set them back, but yet they're 2 baskets away, or 3 1/3 if you consider 3-pointers. 1 1/3.
Very nice. That's under the new math. 3:40 remaining of the game. Lakers by 4. Jackson with a foul. Mark Jackson going right at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And that's 4 on Abdul-Jabbar. Mark Jackson to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the line.
2 shots.
Indiana Pacers with their first victory of the season. 1-9. They beat Milwaukee soundly. 105-91.
George Irvin back in the coaching ranks. Just handling their player personnel duties, but now they brought him back.
Jackson able to hustle the rebound, trying to get the 2 points back. It has not been a good one for Mark Jackson. 98-94. Lakers by 4. 3:15 left. Fourth quarter. Here comes Jackson off the steal, and again he lost it.
Magic Johnson's long arms denying Mark Jackson. Not for the first time either.
Magic with the head fake and a beautiful bucket. 100-94. Mark Jackson not able to get away with a lot of the ball handling that he does. The Lakers have adjusted well, and they have caused a host of turnovers. Newman trying to dump it off. And here come the Lakers again. And that's a backcourt violation. Magic in the front court, then step back behind the timeline. So the Lakers lose it. And a timeout being called. 2:31. Remaining fourth quarter. The Knicks calling for time as you look at the Magic man going front court and then back. And that is a turnover. We'll be right back.
If you're a Ranger, Johnny Newman, and he puts his body into Ewing, who comes over and gets off a magnificent shot up around the basket and rolls in softly. Once again, he's the primetime player here tonight.
So Magic with 21 points. He's hit 8 of 14, 5 for 5 from the line, 10 rebounds. Outstanding all-around night for the Magic man with 2:31 remaining in the game. Mark Jackson having one of his rare subpar performances. He's turned it over 7 times.
Now the question is, do the Knicks go to the three-point shots or do they play it straight?
10 on the shot clock. Lakers are playing the Knicks out deep. Newman hits from 2-point range, 100-96, so it's a 4-point lead. The Knicks applying some pressure. Scott with the open shot. AC Green foul. AC will go to the line where he is 3 for 7. He is the man you want at the foul line, but Ewing has just picked up number 5.
AC Green on the line, 2 shots.
AC has 15 points. He's got the hot hand from the field. Lakers 101, Knicks 96. Knicks now have 1 conventional timeout left plus a 20. Lakers 3 timeouts remaining. So AC doing it down the stretch at the line. Lakers by 7, 103-96. Newman going down away from the ball, and the rebound swept by Scott. Touch pass and a beauty. Green from Worthy. Lakers by 8. The world champion Los Angeles Lakers with an outstanding effort here tonight against a Knicks team that had been going so well. 6 wins the last 7 games, record of 6-3. A minute 20 remaining in the game, and the Lakers have an 8-point margin. Magic, yes. 106-96. Lakers by 10.
When you're really relaxed, the hook shot comes out.
Oakley from 3-point range. And we're down to 1 minute left.
Well, the MVP is with the ball right now. I mean, this man has dominated the game.
Loves to play here at Madison Square Garden. That time a wild pass. He's been quoted from time to time, which has provided a scare to Laker fans, as saying that he'd love to finish his career in New York. And he amended that recently by saying he'd like to play a championship game here in New York, as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is replaced by Tony Campbell. He'd like to play in a final against the Knicks. So he has changed that in diplomatic fashion. No, that will not count.
And wouldn't the Knicks love that just as much?
By Johnny Newman.
Newman on the foul. We're down to 41 seconds remaining.
Magic Johnson on the line,
and 72. Here is Magic, 5 for 5 from the foul line. So he has 24 points.
Abdul-Jabbar had 12 points in the game, 12.
Green concluding with 12 points, 5 for 13, 2 for 2 from the line, 6 rebounds.
The Knicks will get ready to go out and see Magic's pal Isaiah Thomas tomorrow night. Following this.
Remember, John, do not go to the Silverdome in Pontiac. Remember, repeat after me. They are now at the new Palace in Auburn Hills, Michigan.
Going to go to Cobo Hall.
Yes. Out of 12 seconds left. AC Green strip and a foul call. Knicks and Lakers meet again in Los Angeles in January. The Knicks will be in LA next week, but they'll play the Clippers next Wednesday night. Basket counts. Scott gets credit. Goaltending call. 9 seconds left. Lakers pulling away 110-96, but this one of those games where the score does not indicate with what actually took place, because it has been close most of the way. 110-98 now, final seconds, and that is it before a packed house here at Madison Square Garden. The Lakers, led by the Magic Man, defeat the Knicks 110-98. Too many critical turnovers by the Knicks, particularly by Mark Jackson, who had 7 and shot only 6 for 23. One of those unusual nights for Mark. High point man for the Knicks, Johnny Newman with 22, Magic Johnson 25, and James Worthy at 29. As part of the New York Knicks Foot Locker High School Assist Program, Foot Locker will be donating a pair of Nike athletic shoes to a New York City high school for every assist recorded by Assist Program Chairman Mark Jackson. And tonight, Mark playing for Boys and Girls High School. Additionally, the Knicks and Foot Locker will award New York Knicks tickets to select New York City high school students with good attendance records. Lakers 110, the Knicks 98, thanks to our statistician Kenny Albert, Marv Albert with John Andres. Now let's go to Sports Desk and Andrea Joyce.
All right.